Today I am continuing my series with Quikrete and showing you how to make this DIY concrete and wood desk calendar. I'm using this ice cube tray or cocktail ice tray for my mold for the actual cubes, and then the Quikrete I'm just going to mix up as I did before in my previous DIY with them. But everything that I'm using here I've linked down below for you so you can see exactly what I used, because these trays honestly are actually kind of hard to find. The first trays that I ordered were way too big, and then they had a bevel at the bottom, and you don't want that. You want a perfect square. Once you have your Quikrete mix, you want to just fill up whatever ice tray mold you are using or square mold you're using, and then use some form of vibration to get the air holes out. I am still new to working with concrete, so I really didn't know when to stop, and I was trying to get these air holes out for a while, and then I just, called it a day because I really didn't know when to quit. Kind of scooped and cleaned it up and then let it dry. I'm about to introduce you to a lot of what in the world is Rachel doing. So this is what they look like when they popped out, and I don't know, for some reason I thought I should sand them down with a fine drywall sander actually. So I went ahead and did that, and then I showed more air holes. So in my brain, I was like, oh, I just need to create a putty to kind of fill the holes and sand it back down. So I went ahead and made like a slurry mix and covered all the cubes once again with a really thin mixture. And then once those dried, I just went ahead and kind of sanded it once again to hopefully fill these holes, but it didn't really end up working in my favor for some of them. Oh my gosh, so they look good from far away, but up close you can definitely see the imperfections. Now, painting onto these cubes is very easy, but figuring out the combinations of letters and numbers to make sure that you have every single date every month covered, I didn't quite record that process. I did about an hour's research and looked at all these printouts and then started painting, but somehow I still, which you would never know if I didn't let you know, missed the T in October. I still need to go back and figure it out. I linked what numbers and what letters should go on what cubes for you down below, but I think they're lying because I even followed it and I'm missing the T. So, comment down below. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. To hold these cubes, I actually cut at a 45-degree angle the very tip of two pieces of scrap 2x4s. And then when you put them together, there's a little nook that these guys will sit right in. I went ahead and glued these two pieces together, clamped them, and let them rest overnight, but you are more than welcome to comment down below. I always say sharing is caring. How would you do it on a 4x4? What other material would you use? You're gonna inspire somebody else, so make sure you drop your thoughts down below. I trimmed the edges and sanded this piece of wood down, but unfortunately, once I placed those little blocks on top, I realized I cut way too much off the top because realistically, I wanted the wood to meet perfectly at the edge of those concrete cubes. But I was way too impatient to do this again. As I always say, you do not have to do the color that I am doing, but I am using an ISP Wish pine stain, I think that's how you say it, but just go with your gut, guys, whatever matches your space. And you may be wondering why I put May 28th. Well, it's my birthday, and I just filmed this so long ago and never got around to editing it that it would have been embarrassing if I put the actual date. So there's that. We have like 6 more concrete projects coming your way, so if you didn't like this one or the first one, do not trip out. We have a plethora planned. Thank you so much, Quikrete, for sponsoring your girl once again, and I will catch you Wednesday for another DIY.